Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday and welcome back to ye old weekly home fragrance roundup. We only have a couple more of these. Well, no, there's one more because New Year's Day falls on a Saturday this year. We only have one more weekly home fragrance roundup for this year, which is crazy. And it's actually the one that's gonna fall on Christmas, right? Am I doing my math right? Yeah. Is Christmas next Saturday? Christmas is next Saturday. Oh man. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. I have pretty much everything done, but I think the time warp is freaking me out. I'll be fine. So I have this lamp on behind me today. I'm not really sure if this is helping my lighting cause. It's another cold, rainy, foggy December day, and all I have for lighting in this particular room is either the huge window that I normally sit in front of, which is currently blocked by the Christmas tree, or the Christmas tree for light. Like these are my options. This room, actually a lot of rooms in this house did not come with overhead lighting. I'm not quite sure what the thought process was when they were designing this house. They either put a lot of lights, like can lights, in our kitchen is full of lighting. It's ridiculous. But the rest of the rooms, they're like, nah, we'll just skip those. So yeah, sorry, lighting's a little bit rough again. But you guys, I have the weekly home fragrance roundup. Before I get into that, I do want to just say a little thank you to Brett from over at Philly Candleman for having me on his channel the week before last. We did just a holiday candle chit chat, and it kind of turned into more of like a Kringle chat. We invited Mick on from Mick Kittredge from Kringle Candle, just to talk a little bit more about like the holiday candles and candles in general, and if people had questions and things like that. And that was a really, really fun video to do. So thank you, Brett, so much for having me on. And it was actually a great conversation because both Brett and I got a huge surprise in that video. Mick actually invited both Brett and I to create our own like signature candle for Kringle. So like we get to come up with the fragrance, we get to pick which formula, which jar, we get to design the label. Like I get to make, and Brett does too, it's not just me. Like we each get to make our own dream candle basically. And I'm so excited, and like we were not expecting this at all. This was like a huge shock and surprise. And even after we got off the live stream, Brett was like, "Oh my God, what just happened?" I was like, "I know, I did not see that coming at all." And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to do something like this because I'm such a sucker for home fragrance. And I know, I know what I'm gonna do. It is going to be I want to make a holiday candle. This is one of my favorite times of the year. I also really love the fall, but I love the holiday time. And so I am going to try to create the most amazing, authentic orange pomander scent. And I already have like some design ideas on like for the jar and for the label and possibly for the wax, but this is going to be a really interesting process. So I am actually going to, I don't know when I'm going to go. I need to talk to Craig because I'm pretty sure we're just going to make like a trip out of this for him and I. But I do plan on going to the Kringle factory at some point over the next year, at least once, to be able to go and like test some smells, watch how they put everything together. I'm really excited about this process, and it's going to be so interesting to see how all of this stuff works from behind the scenes, because I have never made a candle before in my life. I've never made wax melts before. Like, I don't know how any of this stuff works. I just know what smells good to me and what I enjoy and what I like sharing with you guys. And so I'm really, really excited. I'll definitely be sharing the process with you guys. I'll do some update videos. you know, we haven't like firmed anything up quite yet. I think that Kringle is probably trying to get through the holiday season right now. So, but I'm really excited about this opportunity. And so yeah, anyway, that happened on that video. If you missed it, I will link Brett's channel and his video down below in the description box. Definitely go watch that. It was long. It was a really long live stream. We talked for a couple hours. Gosh, I think it was actually ended up being like 3 hours. It was nuts. We did not intend it to go that long, but it was a really great conversation. And honestly, I'm just really grateful for the opportunity. And yeah, so that's kind of something exciting that's coming up next year. Really gives me something to look forward to, and just something different to be able to share in lieu of, you know, normally just like the candle reviews and stuff that I do. So I have my candles out in front of me here, and now, was there anything else that I wanted to say? No, I don't think so. Now let's get into the old weekly home fragrance roundup. Look, I wrote it down. Normally I sit here like, oh, what do I have in my candle crocs? And I can't remember. So I've decided that going forward, I'm actually going to write this stuff down so that I'm not here like trying to guess. Okay, currently actually what I have burning, let's talk about what I currently have burning in the downstairs of the house. In the kitchen, I have Homeworks Frozen Balsam, which the first time that I tried that one, didn't love the scent. But I'm actually really enjoying it now. It has that very like fresh outdoorsy note that I normally don't gravitate towards at all. And it's crazy strong, by the way. If you're looking for like a smack you in the face Homeworks candle, you got to try some Frozen Balsam. But I'm really liking it in the kitchen because that's an area where fragrances can get a little bit lost. But because that one is so powerful, it's just kind of perfect for that location because I can smell it, but it's not overwhelming. Hi, Alfie. Oh, my sweet boy. He just came and laid at my feet. Oh my gosh, he is so sweet, you guys. I just love him. So that's what's going on in the kitchen. Really actually enjoying that one now. So pleasantly surprised. In the living room here is, this is Snowy Bridge from Kringle. So I placed an order for a bunch more of the holiday candles. I think they were doing like their, I think it was like a 50% off sale that was happening during the week of Thanksgiving. And I ordered a bunch more of the holiday candles. So those came in, and I paid for all of those, by the way. They were a great deal though, because they were 50% off. So I got a screaming deal. But Snowy Bridge is in here right now. Hi, Penny. Oh my gosh, I have 2 pugs. And then also in our family room, which is a couple doors down here, is Kringle Christmas Stroll, which is another one of their holiday scents. So for tomorrow, I think that I'm going to be ready to review the Snowy Bridge and the Christmas Stroll. So I think those are the candle reviews that are going to go up tomorrow for Sunday. So if you're interested in those, stay tuned for that. In my candle crocs, I only have 2 of my candle crocs in use this week. In my filming room, I put the Country Candle Orange Cranberry, or Cranberry Orange. I just reviewed it like on, I think I uploaded that on Thursday. I will link that review down below, as well as the candle crock in here, which is behind this picture of Stella under this lamp. I put the last little bit of my Snow-Capped Fraser. I stuck that in there because I wanted to start burning Snowy Bridge. So it was doing fine. The Snow-Capped Fraser is amazing, by the way. I know by now most of us we're done buying the holiday candles because Christmas is almost over again. And so, but put it on your list for next year. It's fantastic. Or if you're someone who burns the tree scents into like January and February, I think they're going to be doing some kind of after Christmas sale. I would imagine that they are. I think most companies do. So I don't know. If you're still burning those scents come January and February, Snow-Capped Fraser, delightful. Definitely very Christmassy and holiday-ish-y to me. But I know a lot of you, go beyond the holidays with some of these scents. So I'm just very, very seasonal. And here's Penny. So that's what I have in my Crocs. What I have What else have I burned this week? Well, I have them here in front of me, so I'm going to start grabbing. I finished my Nest Birchwood Pine. So this one did quite well. There was a little bit of residue. This was for, oh, I don't know how to tell the year on, no, I can. This is 2018. Interesting. Okay, so this particular Birchwood Pine was a leftover from 2018. I also had my Nest Holiday, which this one had quite a bit of residue. It was tunneling a little bit, but then it actually ended up correcting itself. But there's still wax residue in here, so I could put this in my empty candle crock that I have right now and get that last little bit of fragrance out. And I might do that because I do like to keep these, I love to keep these Nest jars because they're so beautiful, and Stella loves to use these for pencil cups and stuff like that in her room. She's really into art, and so she has a lot of colored pencils, a lot of markers, a lot of crayons, we have a lot of art supplies in our house. They're actually all over my house. So anyway, really love these two scents. Oh, I forgot my spiced orange and clove, my OG spiced orange and clove. When was this one from, by the way? Oh, this was a 2016. Ooh, okay. This was a 2016. You can tell because there's like a date on the bottom. The number starts with 16, which indicates 2016. This one starts with 18, which indicates 2018. So that's how I date these. But I was burning my spiced orange and clove in the family room as well this week, but I'm not done with that one yet. So love it. Hi, Penny. Alfie, what are you doing? Oh, they're on the couch. They're so sweet. Look at these two. Little darlings. They're so cute. I love them. I know not everyone is a dog person. I'm a dog person. Such a dog person. Okay, Vanilla Balsam. I love Vanilla Balsam. You know what really shocked me in my last weekly home fragrance roundup that I did is there were several of you who said you don't like Vanilla Balsam, and that blew my mind. I love this one. I love this one so much, you guys. Probably one of my all-time favorite holiday scents from Bath & Body Works, and these are burning pretty okay. When were these from? Last year? 2020. Sorry, 2020. That's a number for you, right? Yeah, these were from 2020. I like this little design that they did. I also have another one back here. So I usually do like matching candles on these end tables behind me. So yeah, we've been doing some Vanilla Balsam in here as well when I haven't been burning the Kringle candles that I'm testing. So there's that. I also started my second Cookies with Santa. This burned so well the first time that I think I can actually burn this one down completely as well. I was not expecting to be able to do that, but this was a great performer. Good strength, good throw. I've already done an in-depth review, but yeah, I was able to finish this one. It didn't have to go in a crock. And man, does this smell like $1,000,000. This is a really nice cookie scent. It does have some brown sugar in it, and it also has a little bit of cinnamon in it, but it's not overwhelming. It almost smells like a snickerdoodle to me. I really like it. I like that a lot. I'm a huge fan of. This is Kringle Cranberry. I recently did a review of this on Thursday as well. And then I left this burning overnight, you guys. But not one bit of discoloration in the wax. Please don't leave your candles burning overnight. I almost hate to admit to that because it's so unsafe. And normally every single night I make the rounds around the downstairs of the house. I blow out any candles. Usually I just have like 1, 2, a maximum of 3 candles going. Right now, because I'm testing a bunch, I have 3 candles going. But normally it's just 2, so I don't typically forget, but I did leave this one burning overnight, and I woke up the next morning and just thought, oh no, what did I do? But no discoloration, no sooting. The silver is from the back of the label here, by the way. I'm so impressed with how these burn, and that's really why I've gotten back into buying from Kringle again, is that the burn quality has improved dramatically. I know some of you were like, wait, you like Kringle again? Because I did not like them in the past, and you guys know that. The soy formula, though, that they came up with is completely different. I am perfectly fine trying something again as long as it's better. If it's not better, then I'm not gonna like say that I like it. So anyway, really loving that soy formula, and I do think that that is the wax formula that I would personally select for the candle that I get to make. So there's that. The Juniper and Laurel, this is another one that I need to do a review on for you guys. Now this candle I have found to be a little bit of an exception in terms of the burn quality, because it is giving me some darkness on the side of the jar. Can you see that there? Yeah, there, you can see it. Can you? Well, you can see it on my finger for sure. This one is darkening a little bit on the side of the jar, which I'm not used to with this new formula. And it surprised me so much, actually, that I sent Mick a message on Instagram, and I was like, hey, just to let you know, this one is doing something that none of the other ones have done, and he took note of it and said that he would check on it. But he did say because of the oils that are in here that this might happen with this particular one. So I'm not going to burn this one quite as long as I have been burning my Kringle 2-wick soy jars. I mean, I've been burning those for like 5 and 6 hours at a time. So I'm going to go back to doing this particular one just in like 2 or 3 hour increments, because it's not doing this discoloration here or this sooting when I don't burn it quite as long. So yeah, but it's a little bit of a disappointment, because this fragrance is heavenly. This is a really, really good one, you guys. I would just say don't burn it for more than like 3 hours max. So I still need to do an in-depth review of this one. So this will be coming up at some point soon as well. So maybe I'll do this one before Christmas Stroll, because I'm a little bit further along with this one than I am with Christmas Stroll. So maybe I'll switch those around. All right, we have the iced cranberry scone. We had a situation here, obviously. So on the same day that I forgot to blow this one out, I also forgot to blow this one out. This is a tale of two candles here in the quality of the burn. First off, look at that. Oh, what a mess. First off, some of the wicks just put themselves out. At various points, you've got like this nice little step here that you can go down to the lower level of the candle, I guess. Yeah, this, I mean, I'm not entirely surprised this was burning overnight, which you are not supposed to do. It's way too long to leave any candle burning, especially at Bath & Body Works. I'm very strict with these normally. 3 hours max is my usual. And up until this point, I had only burned this one for about 3 hours at a time, and it was fine. But going overnight, not so much. So I'm not going to entirely fault this candle, but I do find it curious that it put itself out in such a strange manner, where it was just like one wick went, and then like a few hours later, another wick put itself out, and then the very last one at the bottom was what was burning when I still woke up, and I was like, oh, oh man, that scared me. Anyway, not going to be finishing burning this. What I'm going to do with this is put it in a candle crock. So I think it's just kind of too far gone at this point to relight in any kind of way. So my bad. And then the last candle is the Praline Pecan, which I love from Homeworks. Oh, Harry Slatkin, please, please bring this one back. I only was able to get my hands on, I think, 1 or 2 sets. It wasn't enough. I love this one, and it sold out very quickly. So anyway, love this. And I just remembered that I forgot all of my Scentsy on the kitchen counter. But luckily I remember, so we're gonna do this one by memory, because I just switched out my wax for the last time this morning. I went and finished my entire brick of spiced eggnog. I was doing mostly spiced eggnog and my brick of sugar plum berry from either last year or the year before. I can't remember. So that was mostly what I was doing from Scentsy this week. The bricks are enormous, and I cut each of the cubes in half. That is equivalent to about 2 cubes of wax, which is what I put in my Scentsy warmers. I don't put an entire one of those big chunks in because it kind of gets pretty close to the brim, and I'm a little worried about cleaning up a waxident mess. So it's just safer for me to like chop them in half. And I just noticed that Stella totally looked at some of her Christmas presents. That little stinker. Oh, that little turkey. Did you guys do that as a kid? Oh man, that girl. I can't believe she did that. I guess my bad for putting the presents under the tree already. Like, we put her Santa gifts like out on Christmas Eve, but the gifts that it was me. My husband doesn't do any of the shopping. I got her these gifts. I'm not gonna give him credit. Just kidding. He probably paid for most of them, but yeah, like I put them out under the tree because they look pretty, and I just noticed that some of them they've been toyed with. What a little stinker. Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, we're going to ignore that for right now. And what else did I do? Oh, I finished my Swan Creek. They have a spiced orange pomander scent, and someone was actually asking me about how the wax melts from Swan Creek are performing this year. I'm finding that they're actually now a lot more similar in performance to vendor wax for me personally. So vendor wax for me, I usually have to change out every single day. I don't get much beyond one day, and that's my experience with the Swan Creek. It's a little disappointing because in the past I was at least able to get like 2, sometimes 3 days out of my Swan Creek's wax melts, but yeah, not the case right now. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I'll probably still purchase them in the future because they have amazing fragrances. But I have not picked up a Swan Creek candle in a number of years, definitely since we've moved to this house. I've just ordered the wax melts from them, so maybe next year at some point I'll try their candles again and let you guys know if the quality of those is different now too. Hopefully not, because I always really liked them in the past. But yeah. Did I have anything else from Scentsy? Oh, I went through a bar of Joy and Wonder as well. Yeah, it was the spiced eggnog, the sugar plum berry, which is, by the way, a dupe for Holiday from Nest Candles. So if that ever comes back with Scentsy, you should check that out if you like Holiday. They're a very nice complement to each other. They're very, very similar. And then the Joy and Wonder. And then I finished, I think, a couple of cubes from my last like happy birthday bar that I just had kind of floating around. So it's not my last one. I have a ton of happy birthday because I love it. It's in my club. So speaking of club, the Bring Back My Bar is coming up here in January. Lisa's kind of preparing me. And they're doing some exclusive scents if you have a Scentsy club. So you can only get those scents in your club. So as soon as the sale for Bring Back My Bar starts, there's a couple that Lisa told me I definitely need to add to my club. So I'll be adding those in. And that's the only way you can get those scents, by the way. But all the other, like, I think it's 20 cents that are coming back for Bring Back My Bar. You can buy those individually, or you can buy one of each. I think there's like a package to buy like all of them. I've done that once or twice in the past. I'm not sure I'll do that this time around. I might be a little bit more picky, but I do think there's some good stuff coming back. So I'm kind of excited about the Bring Back My Bar this year. And I think that is everything that I want to share with you guys today. I have this sweet boy in my lap and sweet girl on the couch over here snoozing away. So I'm gonna go spend some time with the pugs before Stella comes home from school, because I'm filming this on Friday. So yeah, I've got a little bit of time to chill out with these guys, clean up my candle mess here, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you are new here, I hope that you'll take the time to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the candle reviews if you're interested in those. All right, take care. Toodaloo.